Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and today we're going to look at trolls and goat crotch. Amy Schumer has a new special on Netflix, and reviews are not good. Netflix uses a 5-star rating system, and so far the average from viewers is just above 1 star. But that's not the whole story. Turns out there may be a coordinated effort to lower that rating. And that's where we're going to start as we try to determine if Amy is the victim of a coordinated attack or if she's just not that funny even when she's telling other people's jokes. After a bunch of negative reviews and that low star rating, SplitSider.com ran an article explaining that Amy's special was the target of a Reddit campaign. r/TheDonald and r/Opie and Anthony both posted instructions for people to downvote her special. Amy has responded to this article on Instagram saying,
I am so proud of my special and grateful to all the people spreading love online about it. I am the first female comic who is selling out arenas all over the world and so grateful for that. I am embarrassed for the journalists who report on trolls' activities as if they were news. It's indicative of administration right now. Anyone who reported that viewers aren't happy with my special, it would have been cool if you did a moment of research before posting. The alt-right organized trolls attack everything I do. Read the @SplitSider article. They organized to get my ratings down, meet in subreddit rooms. They tried on my book and movies and TV show, and I want to thank them. It makes me feel so powerful and dangerous and brave. It reminds me what I'm saying is effective and brings more interest to my work, and their obsession with me keeps me going. I am only alarmed by the people printing their organized trolls as news. This is what the current administration wants. So this post has nothing against the trolls. I thank the trolls so much. It fills me with hope and power to see you all furiously posting, so as always accuse me of whatever lies you want. Call me a whale, call me a thief, and I will continue to rise and fight and lead. I know who I am. I am strong and beautiful and will use my voice my whole time on this earth. Journalists do better, it's embarrassing. Trolls, see you on the next one.
Wow, doesn't she think highly of herself? The Trump administration wants you to downvote her comedy special. It's fucking retarded, Amy. It is true that she survived being called a thief. Even Joe Rogan, who famously helped bring down Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes, gave her a pass. Why? Well, I'll leave that for Joe to explain if he ever wants to. I am perfectly willing to believe this was a coordinated effort to downvote the special. But does that mean the special was actually good? In a word, no. If you haven't seen it, I don't recommend it at all. It is bad. How bad? Well, you know how trailers show the best parts of the show? Watch this.
I don't know if you guys know this, but this past year, I've gotten very rich, famous, and humble.
Yeah, that actually is one of her better jokes. Top-notch comedy right there. For those of you who don't know, when they film comedy specials, what you see at home has usually been altered. The laughs aren't always real. Well, they're real, but they're not necessarily from the joke you're seeing. If you do watch Amy's show, pay attention to the shots where you can see her in the first 5 or 6 rows of the audience. It's amazing how still those rows are when it sounds like the audience is laughing their collective ass off. Here's another example of just how funny this show is. Remember, this is from the trailer trying to get people to watch.
This does not leave this theater on my pussy's best day. Smells like a small barnyard animal.
Ha! Her pussy stinks. That's so funny. This joke is one of the most annoying of the show because despite what you see here, the setup for the joke took a few minutes and that was the payoff. Stinky puss. She goes on to tell us it's not like a big animal, more like a goat. Nothing funnier than goat cunt. Amy, if you see this, your pussy shouldn't stink. If your twat is that nasty, wash it, douche it, or for fuck's sake, go see your doctor. Even when she's stealing jokes from other comedians in this show, she's just not funny.
You ever black out when you're drinking, or as I call it, time travel? Yeah.
Has anyone ever blacked out and been awake when they've come out of it? Thank you. Thank you, sister. It's kind of cool because you're a time traveler. You're just like back in your body, like.
That clip is from a video by Brandon Farley. The full video is linked below, as well as another one he made a year ago showing how coincidentally similar Amy's stand-up is to other comedians. Amy claims it's just parallel thinking. She just happened to think of the same kind of joke. In my opinion, she's a dirty thief who steals jokes from other comedians and shows, but judge for yourself. In the clip where she's talking about waking up during a blackout, the big joke is that she came out of it when some guy she doesn't know was going down on her. She tells us how brave he is because her pussy stinks. Full disclosure here, I first heard Amy Schumer on Comedy Central Radio, and I always liked the clips they played. They were funny, which really shouldn't be too surprising considering other comedians had already tried those jokes out first, but I didn't know she was a joke thief at the time. Those jokes and the way she told them were at least funny. There is nothing funny about this leather special. Not to spoil the show for you, but here's a recap. Amy is a fat alcoholic slut with a nasty goat cunt, and she once got diarrhea on vacation with her boyfriend, and he heard her ass sound like a machine gun. Oh, and one time she accidentally stuck her own finger up her ass as she was trying to remove her birth control during sex. I'm not kidding. That is a basic recap of the entire show, and that recap is 100 times funnier than the shit I had to sit through to be able to tell you about it. Shit like this.
I tweeted out a photo of myself wearing just underwear. And that's when I learned the word you don't want people to use when a nude photo of you goes viral. Brave?
Okay, that one's a little funny. But what really makes her brave is that she has the balls to steal other people's jokes, fuck them all up, and then pretend that the only reason people are disappointed with the show is because Reddit told them not to like it. Yes, it does seem that there was a coordinated effort to lower the star rating on Amy's special. But here's the truth. Even if you typically like feminist humor, vag jokes and whoring jokes and drunken vag whoring jokes, you're probably still not going to find this show funny because open mic feminists are better than this shit. No amount of edited in laugh tracks is going to save this shit show. By all means, watch it. But remember, I did warn you how bad it was. As for Amy, she's never been the best at taking criticism. Though she's made her career joking about what a dirty, nasty, stinky slut she is, when other people do it, she gets salty. Last January, she took a picture with the guy who runs Lights Camera Jackson. He tweeted the photo with the caption, "Spent the night with Amy Schumer." Certainly not the first guy to write that. Amy had a small hissy fit that was reported by E! Online, Cosmopolitan Magazine, and other big publications. This is the woman who jokes about how she's had every STD and that she's let a random cab driver finger her. I mean, I guess I see why she was upset. Nothing in her routine makes it sound like she even gets a guy's name, much less spends a whole night with him. But I can't see how she latched onto the Splitsider article. She doesn't need to face any criticism of her show. It's just mean people, and apparently Donald Trump out to get her. That's really helpful when you believe your own press, or at least the fake laughter in your own trailer.
I wish we were raised more like men. Here's an example of how we're different. Have you ever had a guy come in your mouth and go, "Does it taste okay? I haven't been drinking a lot of water and I'm a little worried."
The real problem with Amy, besides her being a hack joke thief, is that she's become a full-blown social justice warrior. She did the anti-gun thing with Chuck Schumer and the Bud Light wage gap nonsense with Seth Rogen, and she's slated to do the Barbie movie where Barbie learns it's okay to be ugly and fat and built kinda like a professional linebacker in full pads. When you turn to feminism and social justice, the first thing they take from you is your sense of humor. That is rough on a normal person. For a comedian, one who was only really funny when she copied the words and timing of other comedians, it's crippling, and this special shows that in all its unfunny glory.
Every comic has some special where they wear all leather and they regret it later. It's my fucking moment. Leather special. Already regret it.
Yeah, you probably should regret it, and not just because the leather looks horrible on you. This was bad, and you should feel bad about it. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this one up. Don't forget that people over at Reddit want you to like and share this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the Ranting Monkey, and I will see you next time.
On my pussy's best day, smells like a small barnyard animal. Smells like a small barnyard animal.
Your life makes me sad.